listening to the 1619 Project. I'm in chapter 2, and something caught my ear, so I had to go look up the resource in question. The resource in question is a book called The Plantation Negro as a Free Man. This is after slavery. It was written by, what's a stupid fucking name? Philip A. Bruce, 1889. Obviously, the man is a racist. I don't know why they're trying to say he's offering something valuable. The only valuable thing about this is the mind of the white man and how they perceive black people. But I had to go look it up because there was something they said that sounded very familiar to a lot of the shit that you hear from a lot of black men today, especially on that red pill shit. Now, I'm on page 11. This is a chapter called Parent and Child. There are so many contradictions in a lot of this when I was reading through this whole thing, but the pertinent passage is this one. In this context, he's talking about the black girls in the black family. And unfortunately, their mothers do not endeavor to teach them systematically those moral lessons that they peculiarly need as members of the female sex. They learn to sew in a rude way, to wash, to iron, and to cook, but no principle is steadily instilled that makes them solicitous and resolute to preserve their reputations untarnished. Chastity is a virtue which the parents do not seem anxious to foster and guard in their daughter. She has no abiding sense of personal purity and consequence, and the anticipation of the possible consequence of indiscretion does not appear to intervene to influence her to be circumspect of her behavior. The truth is that the only very serious consequence is physical, there being unhappily no stern sentiment even in her immediate family to condemn her. This looseness in the sexual relations does not lower her general disposition as much as might be supposed, for she is remarkable for a certain cheerfulness of spirit and amiability of temper that partially redeem her from the charge of occasional incontinence. In those other essentials of character that are the basis of esteem, and which should be enforced upon the consideration of children, male and female alike, the daughter is, as a rule, as undeveloped as the son, and not unnaturally, since the usual examples of her own sex that come within the daily range of her observation. She's talking about the women around her, particularly her mother, even in the precincts of her father's dwelling, are not such as to lead her to cultivate these traits to a considerable degree. This sounds just like when those red pill dudes talk about how women teach their daughters to be hoes. When those men are talking about single mothers and how they're influencing young women and young girls and their daughters and how they're turning them into hoes and how they're doing all that shit, that is the same thinking that this white ass, racist ass man had in 1889. It is 2025 and you have black men who literally have the same mindset as a racist white man from 1889. You would think that they would have reevaluated white men and their belief systems about black people considering what they did to us and the fact that they lie all the fucking time. But no, a lot of them copied and pasted the thought processes of these fucking racists and made it a part of their goddamn personality and their goddamn personal ethos. This is insanity.